Hello everyone. So today I am going to work on a skill tree system for my game. So here I will be following the design of Horizon Forbidden West, and here you can see there are multiple categories, and for each category there is a separate skill tree. I'm gonna stick to that design for my game as well. And as you can see here, you can see these lines which connect between different skills, which represents dependencies between each skill. So we will have that also in our game, and this is the basic skill tree that we will be having at the end of this episode. So first, so you can customize icons for each of these buttons in this skill, but here we are just focusing on how to dynamically create this skill tree based on the data that we will be defined using a data table. That means here I have this data table: health update 1, health update 2, stamina update 1, and here I have skill name, level, texture, and dependency. So these dependencies will be used to draw the lines to show what skills are connected. So using this data table, this widget will dynamically create the skill tree. So none of them are just added manually here. They are created through a function that I will be working on here. So yeah, that's how I get this. So yeah, let's first see how to add these buttons in this order according to this hierarchy using the data table in this episode. And one more thing, even though this is middle of this series, action RPG series, if you are just here to learn how to create a skill tree widget, it's not necessary for you to have watched previous episodes in this series. You can just follow along and learn the skill tree part. So yeah, and also you can download project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done from my Patreon page. I'll leave the link in description below. Once you become a member, you can download anything without any limits, so feel free to check it out. And here you have the full playlist of this action RPG series. You can watch all the episodes here, and you can build from scratch what I have done in this project. So everything is shared in this playlist. Right, now let's get back to today's tutorial. Okay, so first start with the skill tree UI. Let's go to UI folder, and here let me create a new folder, skill tree, because we would need multiple components for this. So right now, so I would be following a design somewhat similar to this. This is the skill tree of Horizon Forbidden West. So you can see the hierarchy of the skills. So in order to unlock skills further down, you will have to unlock the skills in above level first. So kind of like that. So basically that's the design I'm going to follow. All right. So to get started, first I would need some button, and then I would need a data table to define each skill. And in order to define the data table, first we would need a structure, a custom structure. And also we will have these skills in multiple categories, so maybe we would need that too. But first of all, let's not think about all of them. Let's just create a custom data structure and blueprints structure s skill. Okay, so first thing, let's say we would need a name for the skill, the display name. So skill name, and then we would need the level. Level means here, just like this would be level 0 and level 1, level 2, something like that. So level, this should be an integer. And then I would need a texture. So basically the icon of the, yeah. So texture search should be a texture 2D. Okay. And then I would need dependency. So these dependencies would be used to draw these lines. So for example, for this skill, this one would be a dependency. So we need to draw a line between those two. So to identify that, we would need dependency, and one skill can have multiple dependencies. Therefore, I'll use name for this and an array. I will explain in a bit why I use the type name. Okay, now we have the scale data structure. And under blueprint, I don't have any data tables, do I? No. So new data table. What's the data table? As the row structure, I choose as scale and okay. dt. So the value skills. So so here what I'm planning is I will have multiple data tables for survival skills, combat skills, magic skills, things like that. So that's why I named this survival skills. Let's just test with one skill tree, and then later on let's see how to have multiple skill trees. Okay, before we add rows, let's go and see default values. Here, just set this name skill, and texture, we have icons already in our project. Let me put something like this. Yeah, this one. Rest. And yeah, that should be enough. Now let's go to our data table. Add. Now here you see we have a row name. This has to be unique always. Texture. So here I'll name this update 1. Oh, oh, I think we can't have space. Okay, so skill name should be update 1 and level 0. And let me duplicate this. Update 2, and here as a dependency I'll add health update 1. So for this one I'll set the level to 1. Duplicate this again. Let's have another one. What should I call it? Stamina update 1. This also should be in the level 1 and should have, wait, why the dependency is not here. Okay, for this also I'll add the first one as a dependency. And then the one, basically it should be health update 3. I need to change the names. Two, and one, update 3. And for this, let's have two dependencies, health update 2 and this stamina update. So roughly we should have something like this, health update 1 here, H1, and then health update 2 and stamina update 1, like this, and then health update 3 here, like this. So we should have a skill tree, something like this. It's ugly. Okay. Hopefully we will create something, code something better. Okay. Now we have a data table. Okay. Now let's go. Okay. Why? Skill tree. Here, let's create a new user interface, widget blueprint, user widget, WDG, skill tree. Alright, so let me open this. So, first of all, here let's add a canvas panel. This, okay, and then under this, I'll add a vertical box. I'll call it BB. And I'll make it a variable. Let's anchor it to the entire thing. Now this is what I'm planning to do. I first show you how to do it manually, but then I will automatically do it using the data table. So first thing is I'm gonna add a horizontal box. So a horizontal box will be added for each level of skills that we need. Level means this. Third one should be level 2. So for level 0, level 1, level 2, that means this. We have 3 levels. So we need to add 3 horizontal box, one below the other. And under the horizontal box, I need to add skills. So just to show this, now the next thing is I would need some kind of a button. So I'm gonna, here I have this button that I have created. It's just basically we have a size box and a border and then a button, and under that button we have an image. That's all we have here. And also we have some events to change the image as well. So, but I don't want to use this one. I will make a duplicate of this, copy here, WDG, let's call it scale button. Okay, but you can use a custom button that you like to create. Here I'll just stick to this one and scale button. I don't see that. Maybe I need to compile and save. I'll add it under this horizontal box and I'll center it. We need to center elements as well. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, so if I have 2 buttons, no, that's the first level. And then if I duplicate this, now I have 2 levels. So here we need to have some padding as well. And in the second level, we need to have 2 buttons. This also should have some padding. This. And on the third level, we're gonna have only 1. So we should have, or we should be able to create automatically something like this. And then after that, we need to have lines that connect each of these buttons. So we would have at the end 1 tree, something like this that we have. Okay, so this is my plan. So now let me delete all this so that we can manually create, automatically create them using the skill tree data table. So let's go to the graph, and here first I'll add a variable dt detail skills, and this should be from the type dt, no, just data table, right? And here I'll assign this survival skills. Okay, now here let's add a function initialize table, not table, initialize tree. Let's making a tree. Okay, and so even though I have this data table already, I'm gonna do it like this so that we can call externally this function with the data table as a parameter, like this. Okay, and then so the, as I said, first thing is we need to add a number of horizontal boxes under the VB skill tree vertical box. So that number of horizontal boxes should match the number of levels that we have. So basically we need to determine the max level we would have from this data table. So for that, now from this TT scales, we can, let me get some space, get data table, this is row names. So here we have all the names of the rows, and then let's run for each loop for each of this name, and using the name, now I can get data table rows struct, no, get row, yeah, get data table row. Okay, and connect this name. So here we have the out row, and we can break as a scale. So we can break this out row as a scale structure, and here we can now access the max, access the level. So out of these levels, we just need to find the maximum level. So for that, here, let's have a local variable called max level, and by default this will be 0. So if this max level is less than the level in here, let's set the max level with the level that we get from here. Okay. Now at the end of this loop, we will have the maximum level that we would need in this tree, in the tree that is represented in this data table. So okay, so let's after that, so let me add a comment. Determine okay, okay, let me write. Okay, so that's the first. Let me add a sequence here. So once we have determined the max level, the next step is adding a number of horizontal boxes to the VB skill tree vertical box that matches the max level. So to do that, here let's run a follow starting from 0 and ends at max level. And then we need to construct object from class here horizontal box. Okay, and then we need to add this to this VB skill tree. Add vertical box. Okay, and also I remember we had to make this horizontal alignment to center. Okay, now let's add a comment here and but we can't really see here. Oh wait, let's go to the event graph and under pre-construct I'll call initialize string and here I'll pass this same variable. Now here we do have horizontal boxes but we don't see them because we haven't added any children elements to them. So just to display that before we add actual skill buttons, let's just object from class. Let's just add a skill button and then child vertical box. Child vertical box. This just to show that we do have horizontal boxes. See, now this shows that we have horizontal boxes, but this is not correct yet because I just added these buttons without considering the actual skills, just to show you that we do have horizontal boxes. Okay, now add levels. Okay, okay. And next step is adding skill buttons. So for that, again, we need to go through all the rows of the skill tree, skill data table. So let's add another entry here, connect like this, and now here let's create from object from class, and the class is skill partner, and then let's we need to add this to the relevant horizontal box that we can determine based on this level. So the level, we can get it like this: baby skill tree get child at index. Okay, so using this level, we can get the child element of this VB skill tree. That would be the horizontal boxes that we added in the previous step, and based on the index, this index of the child elements will be similar to this level. So that's why we can use this logic. So get child at, and then we can add child. We need to cast this to box. Then center box. This. Okay. And I'll set this 40, maybe up from above. So 40. 40. Let's use 50. Okay. Is that enough? Okay. Now let's compile. Go here. See? Now we have the same order and the levels, just like I explained here. So it's basically working. Okay. Now let's one more thing. We can use this and use the texture that we have here. Compile. Okay, see, now it is changed, but for everything we have this. So all these things have this crest. So just to test for stamina, let's see if we have something suitable. We don't. So therefore, let me just use something like this, just to see the difference. For stamina, I'll use that icon, and here we compile. See, now it changes. Now let me add one more row. It should be 3. Stamina update 4. So here for the health update, oh, this should have, I should have named this. Oh, so I'll mark health update 3, and for dependency for this, and this one also the dependency. Now save, go here, compile, see. Now we have 2 more elements. Okay. All right. So the system is working, and the next step is how to have lines that shows dependencies. So lines that connect each of these scales. And I will do that in the next episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available here for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. See you in another next episode. Goodbye.